Love. Some would say it took a backseat when the pandemic forced us apart. As a family-run and proudly Canadian-owned company, Charm Diamond Centers saw the need to bring us together with tales of love and created the Canadian Love Map podcast. Since then, we've shared hundreds of real, uplifting stories that prove love conquers all. So thank you for listening. We couldn't do it without you. And remember, love starts here. Adam and Erica are actually in a blanket fort that they have built in what room of your house?
It's kind of my yoga room. It's our spare room.
Yeah.
Great. Are you going to leave it here after? Are you going to leave it there after the recording?
Oh, yeah. This will be for a day or two.
It'll be up for a day or two at least. We like it in here. It's nice. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nancy Regan. This week's love story belongs to Erica and Adam. These two started as co-workers in an emotionally challenging work environment, but that led to a grand adventure in love, culminating with some sub-zero I-dos. Hi, Erica and Adam.
Hello.
Hello again.
I'm excited to hear this story. Let's dive right in and talk about when you met.
Yeah. Well, we met about almost 6 years ago now.
Yep.
And we were working at a place together, Therapeutic Ranch for at-risk youth. And he joined my team. And then we just started to be really good friends after that.
Yeah, I had been working there already for a year or two, and Erica had come to join the group of people that worked there. I don't know, probably about a year or two in when I had been working there, and we ended up working on the same team together of 3 or 4 people.
Went from there.
Okay, you're getting ahead of me because I want to go back and ask you about what kind of work you were doing.
Yeah. Well, we were child and youth care workers by trade. I guess I went to school and took psychology.
Yeah.
And kind of just found a place to work that had they had horses at the place, and I've ridden horses my whole life. And we ended up working with kids from about 8 to 17 years old, and just getting them through their day-to-day life. And they had come from various different like children's services or like placement breakdowns, and so they just needed a place to live and also a place to be able to work on some of their mental health and behavioral health needs. So.
And what was the ranch like?
It's a fairly large place. I'm not sure exactly how many acres, but they have like lots of farmland that they rent out to the nearby farmers. And then
we had about 10 horses.
Yeah, there's about 10 horses that live there, and they do the 4-H program every year. So they have cows that the kids take care of, and pigs too as well that they
many horses
would take care of. Many horses as well.
And they had like 5 houses on the property.
About 3 years in, for me, they built like a high and low ropes access course for the kids to kind of go up and challenge their physical abilities, essentially, right? And they taught us it's all very trauma informed as well. So working through the kids' traumas and stuff like that, right?
So let's unpack something you said, Adam, about being pushed to your limits. As the people who were helping these kids get through and get past their trauma, what was it like for you guys?
Yeah.
Do I go first?
Sure. It was pretty intense because, like their trauma is coming out of them when they're in a safe place. And so, it took a lot on all of us to be able to make sure we were there for each other and debrief as a team and be able to be okay so that we could be there for the needs that would arise, right? So it really brought the whole team together. We had about 12 people on a rotation, and all of us just became best friends because we went through so much together, to try and help these kids.
Yeah, it takes a certain kind of willpower to go through the difficult times with the kids, essentially, right? Yeah. Because you're there as they kind of unpack all the things that they need to unpack, and you can't quite be exactly what they need, but with the
you can help.
You can help by reintroducing them into their physical body again, basically, is a big part of it.
Yeah. So I can imagine it must have forged quite a bond as friends, but I gather that one of you had a crush that the other one didn't know about.
Yeah, that was me. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I may have been in a relationship at the time, so it was a little bit hard, but I definitely had a crush on Adam for a long time. And really being able to appreciate things around me so much more and realize that I was worth more than what I was living through at the time. And I wanted to be with somebody who actually really supported me in that. And so I kind of fell in love with this guy, and I had to get with him instead.
I'm guessing you really got a good look at his heart as well because of the work you were doing.
Yeah, exactly. And we showed up for each other, like him and our best friend. Like there were days where we all wanted to call in sick because we were just so done, and we all showed up. You know, and we all were able to get each other through it. And like,
it was pretty integral in our relationship building ages too. You know, we were
learning the people we wanted to keep around.
Yeah, you're building the people that you want to have around with you for a long time, right? And so, yeah, it was pretty cool that way.
So, Adam, would you agree that you were hilariously oblivious?
I didn't like when she goes back and tells me the stories about when she was like, "Oh my goodness," I was like, "Yeah, okay." I just was doing my job and whatever, right? Doing what I had to do. But like when we hung out, I always thought that she was a pretty rad individual. And, you know, I was like, a woman like that is one that I want, you know, one day, you know, like, and I have been always fairly particular about the person that I wanted to find. So, yeah.
So I also want to get at the idea that, Erica, did you have to be pretty blunt in the end to help him understand that you were interested in being more than friends?
Yes. I very carefully explained to him all of the times where I had a huge crush on him and he didn't notice. And I remember like at one point he had this girlfriend and he was like trying to be shy to all of us and not tell us who it was. And I was like, I know exactly who it is because she was just one of our friends too, right? And I pinpointed it like so far ahead. He finally brings his girlfriend to my house to like hang out with everyone. And I was like, I knew it. Just like things like that where like I just knew him really well. And I had to explain to him that. So
she had to write it out for me the one night. She's like, you should come back over. We could like maybe hang out somewhere. I was like, no, we can't do that. You're and she's like, no, you have to come over. And I was like, okay, well, maybe tomorrow. So, you know, that took a little, it was a few days or, you know, 4 or 5 days of her being like, okay, we should probably get on this. And I was like, I don't know. Just kind of doing myself, whatever, you know.
Tell me about life now.
Well, we're in a blanket fort.
Yeah.
So. No.
Let me explain that. You know? Let me explain that because for people at home, sometimes when you're recording audio, if you're in a room that is, you know, of any great size, the audio sounds really echoey. So we have them. I wanted to just put this in your mind's eye. Adam and Erica are actually in a blanket fort that they have built in what room of your house?
It's kind of my yoga room. It's our spare room.
Yeah.
Great. Are you going to leave it here after? Are you going to leave it there after the recording?
Oh, yeah. This will be for a day or two.
It'll be up for a day or two at least. We like it in here. It's nice. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did your relationship work so well as soon as you shifted gears?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. We really just reflect each other and like, I don't know. He's always wearing like neutral earth tones and I'm wearing like neon. It really, we balance each other out.
Yeah.
We really do.
Well, we knew each other well, you know, the 2 or so years leading up to our gear shift was mostly relationship building together. We had a big group of friends that we built really close relationship with and because of the way that we, again, like the work that we were in, we were vulnerable with each other kind of from the start.
Mm-hmm.
And so that has made, you know, going through some really hard emotional things that couples go through when they live together and are together 24/7. And since this lockdown has been pretty wild, we've been able to get through the hard stuff because we've already kind of gotten past the being vulnerable enough to like cry in front of each other or feel like really sad about somebody else's story or like, you know, like those really hard emotions that you don't show a whole lot of people. We've kind of worked through because we had to at the beginning, of our relationship in general, not just our romance.
Yeah.
What do you love to do together?
Anything outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love snowboarding.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite thing to do with him because he kind of showed me how.
Yeah, from the start, I knew it'd be an investment to get her on a snowboard and getting to know it. Yeah. So we love doing that, exploring the mountains,
hiking, camping, biking.
We love nature. It really helps us stay curious about each other and about what's around us. And we love the earth. We've always said that we're earthlings.
I love that. I'm happy to have a couple of earthlings on the show today. And it's also great that you're on the same page with your love of being in nature.
Yeah.
It helps for sure.
It's really good, especially when I'm like, okay, we're going to get up at 3 a.m. and drive to the mountains so we can hike up for 4 hours and be there in time for sunrise. Okay, it's really cold. Let's go.
Definitely.
And he says,
"Yeah, let's go."
Yeah, definitely. And then on the way out, she's like, "Are you sure? Like it's kind of cold out there. Like I don't know. Like we'll just wear enough clothes. It's gonna be fine." We encourage each other to do that kind of stuff. It's really nice.
Well, that really makes sense given how you ended up getting married.
Yes.
So let's go there. Tell me about that. First, the proposal.
I was going to say, started out pre-pandemic in Amsterdam. We went there.
We've been building to go to Amsterdam for about a year and a half.
Yeah, we wanted to go there. I've been there a few times in the past, and I just love it there. So
we're talking about the Netherlands, right? Not a small town in Alberta.
Yeah. Oh, right. Sorry. Yes. Amsterdam,
just
Netherlands.
checking.
Yeah, Amsterdam, the Netherlands. That's funny.
Cool.
So, we went there. We finally got our trip to go, and I was pretty sure he was going to propose to me. So I obviously got my nails done, and we got it all ready.
About it, yeah.
And it was the first day there, and we were getting some food, and it's like, we really got to go to that park that you really like. And I was like, yeah, okay, like we'll go there today. That's fine. Yeah. We've just been flying for like 18 hours.
I hit my fingernails. I couldn't hold on to the ring any longer.
Yeah. So he's like super anxious, and I'm like, okay, we'll go to the park. Like,
burning a hole in the backpack.
Yeah, I really didn't know why it was so urgent, but I wanted to go, so we went. And it's like, let's find a place to sit down. Said, sure, okay. So we just like sat down on these benches, but there was like mud underneath them.
It had been raining, so there was like a puddle right at our feet, and she was wearing nice shoes.
White shoes.
I didn't want to kneel in the mud.
Yeah. So he's like, like, I don't know, what about over there? It's better. Like, your shoes are getting dirty. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't really care. I wore these shoes. I knew it was raining.
Yeah.
So we went out. We found another place to sit, and
we sat there for quite a while. And I was really nervous because I didn't want a crowd of people to like really see, because I don't know, kind of a inclusive person, and so I didn't want a whole bunch of people to like
notice,
applause or clap or anything. And so I quickly put my knee on the ground and opened the ring up. I was like, yeah, like, would you marry me? Like,
at first he started being really sweet.
Oh, so, yeah.
I was like, oh, I love you too. Like, this is so cute.
Yeah, we're really good together. We're good partners. And finally, it was just a real quick knee tap on the ground.
Like, oh my God, yes.
And then
I have this image of you saying, will you marry me? Answer me quickly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And then after all that, the ring didn't quite fit. It was cold, so it fit on her ring finger for a second. Yeah. But then after it warmed up, we couldn't put it on anymore. So we made a joke because it fit on her pinky that she was my pimp.
Oh, God.
You weren't expecting him to go there, were you, Erica?
No. But it's okay, because then when we got back and I couldn't get it sized for 3 months, I was just rocking it on the pinky finger.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
So how did the marriage happen? Tell us about the wedding.
Yeah, we got to the bottom of the mountain of the resort there, and Erica's in her wedding dress, and I'm in my suit with my winter jacket over top, basically, and we're going up on our snowboard, and one guy passes by. He's like, "Oh, wait a minute, is that a wedding dress?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, that's a wedding dress. Yeah, we're going.
I gotta go tell my daughter.
You're going to get married at the top of the mountain. I gotta go tell my daughter." And he runs away. It was so funny.
Hold on, we did forget to tell the story about how Alex became your best woman.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
So our good friend was kind of helping us out with a few things, and she brought flowers up for us, and Adam's best man couldn't actually make it because he's in BC.
He just couldn't make the risk, basically.
And so she came in with the flowers, and it was like, this is the boutonniere, and here's one for like your best man. And we're like, Well, you say it. You were the one who did it.
I was like, so it was nice that you made such a nice boutonniere because you kind of brought it for yourself because I need a best person and you need to be my best person.
Yeah. She just freaks right out. She's like, oh my god!
She cried, and it was really nice. Yeah, because my best man couldn't be there, and
yeah, so we needed somebody, and she brought a flower for him.
Exactly, so. It was really nice. So yeah, worked out good there. And then so we're at the bottom of the mountain. Erica's in her wedding dress again, and I'm in my suit. We got our two people that are obviously going to marry us, and we took the VIP line. We didn't buy a VIP ticket, but we took the VIP line. They're like, where's your ticket? And we're like,
I was like, I'm wearing a dress and we're getting married. So is it any possible way we could just go up like first right now?
So it turns out if you just wear a wedding dress, you can get to the VIP line.
You can cut the line. That's pretty good intel.
Yeah. So then we got up there, and we kind of looked around and we're like, we don't really know where to go. And Jenna Gray, photography, she's awesome. She was like, right over there, and she basically just like trudged us through this crazy snow and
some big powder out there that we had to trudge through.
Snowboarders are like going around us, and we were like hiking up, and there may have been a little fence that we crawled underneath so we could get to this perfect spot where like all the mountains were just surrounding us. Like you looked every direction, it was just mountains. Yeah,
and a partly cloudy day, so the clouds look beautiful on the blue sky.
The sky showed up for us for sure.
Yeah, and so basically our photographer helped because she was like, this is the best place to take the best photos.
Yeah.
And
then we were like, okay, take off the jackets. Let's hurry up and do this. And
I didn't realize how cold it was when we got to the top. We took everything off. We're all shaking like a leaf. And our photographer at the end of it, she's like, I got to go inside. My fingers are numb.
Yeah.
She came back to tell us that the people said that it was minus 26 degrees without the wind chill.
What?
And it was windy up there too.
Yeah.
It was so
weird. My gosh.
Blistering out there.
Cold.
It was brutal.
Please tell me you were wearing long johns under your wedding dress, Erica, as not sexy as that sounds.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot to bring my leggings because we were in kind of a rush to get into the car, but I had my snow pants. So I was just wearing snow pants, and they were way warmer than nothing.
Yeah, they looked really good, actually. Like, you could really even tell.
Yeah, you couldn't tell.
That is so awesome. Okay, and what was the actual ceremony like?
That was about 10 minutes long.
Yeah. It was the best time of my life.
Yeah, I was
literally staring at him just like, oh my God, I can't believe we're doing this.
Yeah, our commissioner was the maid of honor's boyfriend. He got commissioned just for the day.
Yeah.
And one funny thing is his finger got all dried up and cracked, and he started bleeding everywhere out of his finger while he's trying to marry us on the top of the mountain, stay warm and shake it like a leaf, it was freezing.
It was great.
Yeah, he just kind of read the script, and we just repeated after him, and she looked gorgeous.
Yeah. It was pretty amazing.
I was freezing my butt off. It was cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
We said I do, and that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It must have been when you were looking at each other before the actual vows were exchanged. Were you thinking, wow, this person really is my partner in adventure? Because just to be up for this, type of a wedding says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. She committed right to the top.
Yeah. And then as I look at my rings or I look at his, we're like, they were forged in ice.
Yeah, forged in ice.
They were put on to each other's frozen fingers to warm them up.
It sounds to me like the scene might have melted the snow all around you.
Yeah, exactly.
It did, yeah. We didn't get pictures of that, but it did happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the I do part.
All right.
So he was like, he pronounced us man and wife. We took a quick smooch, and we had actually kind of planned to, have like a celebratory drink at the top kind of deal and like stay up there for a little bit and hang out. But it was so cold, and everybody was just freezing so much.
The I do part was really quick. We wanted to put our jackets back on.
Yeah, got the jackets back on, and we hiked back out and threw the snowboards on, and that
was really cool because then we got to just take off down the mountain like we love to do, and I get to
she looked gorgeous with her dress and her flowers, and it was really nice.
Incredible. Erica, how did that feel? Like it seems to me that might be the most unique exit from a wedding I've ever heard.
Yeah. Aw, yeah, no, it was really cool because the whole time while we were planning it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a white jacket, like, because I think that would look so awesome. But I was kind of like, I don't know. I just got a new snowboarding jacket, and we got the jacket. And now that I've seen the pictures, I'm so happy. But going down the mountain, like people on the chairlifts were like hooting and hollering at us. Like as we would go, like people would rip by, they'd be like, congratulations, you know, like super fast. Like it was so cool. I felt like so, I felt really cool.
Everyone knew we were on the mountain while we were on the mountain. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm curious to hear you both tell me what you love about the other. Yeah, I'm going to do that to you. Yes, I am.
Well, Erica she's always been a huge support to me. You know, she's always built up my self-confidence and has always just told me what a great human being I am. And that's always been that's something that she's done even before we got together. And I feel like I've gained a lot of self-confidence through knowing Erica, even before we were romantic. Yeah, she's always built me up and told me how great I am. And that's one of the things I love the most, I'd say. She's committed AF.
And don't forget, I'm also funny.
She's also funny, exactly.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Erica, about what he loves about you?
Yeah.
What else ought I love about you?
I never quit. I never stop. I always going forward towards my goals.
That's correct.
He loves that about me. I know that too.
Yeah. Right on. What do you love about him?
Yeah, he's a good human. You know, you rarely meet somebody who could always be so positive, like to anyone and everyone. He wants to, you know, get them a drink of water. He wants to be able to like make them feel comfortable and make them feel happy. And yeah, no matter what's going on for Adam, he's always like trying to help other people see the best in themselves. Aw. And so, yeah, I love him a lot. Yeah.
If you could describe your relationship with one word, what would it be?
Free.
Adventurous.
Adventurous, free.
Free, adventurous, yeah. I think that's that one word each that works out nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and actually that's interesting because the town that you met in when you started working at that ranch together, what was the name of that town?
It's a Bon Accord. And
that's an anglicized pronunciation of bon accord, which is good agreement and fellowship. And you know, it means that you work together. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
It's pretty cool.
I love that a lot, actually.
So awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to share it. It really brings us closer too. So.
Well, keep up with the great adventure of love and life.
Thank you so much.
We will. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening to the Canadian Love Map. If you love us, please subscribe and share. We'll be back next week with another love story to add to the map. This podcast is brought to you by Charm Diamond Centers, Canada's largest family-owned jewelry store. They are proud to be putting love on the map, and the staff at Charm Diamond Centers are thrilled to be a part of your love story too. So visit charmdiamondcenters.com or one of your local stores. Love starts here. This podcast is made possible by Charm Diamond Centers. It's hosted by me, Nancy Regan, and is produced and distributed by Podstarter.